checking out VIP Saturdays.
VIP Saturdays.
VIP Saturdays.
VIP Saturdays.
VIP Saturdays.
You watching VIP Saturdays, you hear me?
VIP Saturdays, Shade 45.
You know what it is, VIP Saturday, Superstar J.
It's the homie Gray Rizzy and Jay. We got a friend from International.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? That Canada,
Yeah.
that northern, that great north up there, Jay.
And a grinder, man. Like Rick, man. You remember when Tory first came in here?
I
You know what I'm
remember.
saying? And everybody, the whole label was like, yo, he's going to be that nigga.
He's going to be that next one.
I said,
Exactly.
yo, man, I got to listen to some music. And when Tory left, I said, yo, this motherfucker going to be that nigga.
He's good, definitely.
So I got to formally introduce.
Yes, please.
I got to formally introduce because you understand, right? We didn't have that many cameras in here at that time. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, you know, but the label was like, yo, Tory Lanez, I'm telling you.
That's crazy.
Worldwide, hold on, but it was like 5 million people that was with us before.
you
'Cause
know,
we climbed up too.
we've been working over here too, Tory.
I mean, I know how y'all get down.
Yeah, man.
A little bit, right? 5 million, right?
Nah, let's go a little higher for the go. Let's
What
go.
is it?
Let's go up. Let's
For
go
the
up.
God, right?
For the God, let's get that up to 30 million
my
subscribers.
gosh.
Shade
Saturday.
45, Sirius XM Radio.
Nasty.
Yes.
Congrats.
Appreciate it.
Congrats
man.
to you, man.
No, but still, man, you know.
Did we really introduce him? Did we say
No,
Tory Lanez is in this motherfucker
Yes.
tonight? Hand clap for that, man.
Shit, it
man.
was good. We in the building, man.
Fuck, all the ladies was texting, so they knew what it was.
Oh, they are definitely
Hey.
tuned in, bro.
Shout out to all the ladies out there.
Oh, he put the Tory Lanez.
You see the
in.
nice voice I just put on?
He
That
switched
was
up quick on that one.
specifically for the ladies.
he put the voice on as you his friend, but you be like, nah, man, don't talk to my, you know what I mean? Don't talk to her on the phone.
Yeah, you can't talk to my
What's
lady,
going
bro.
on with you, man?
I'm chilling, man. I'm happy to be here, dog. I'm back in New York. I haven't been in so long.
Yes, whirlwind,
I'm
right?
just happy, dog.
You been moving.
Be moving, yeah.
Moving a lot, man. Like you've been, and not only physically around the country, around the world, but up them charts.
Oh, thank you, man. Well, I mean, we would say it last time, and we was just starting the record. And
Yeah.
I mean, I knew it was gonna be successful, but I didn't think to
this level.
Yeah, you know, because it really ended up being a really big record.
Mhm.
Right.
And I'm just trying to do the same thing with the new record now, with Love. So
Love
yeah,
record.
yeah.
And you went back to your roots, you know what I mean? Because you know when you go to Toronto and Canada,
It's that
'cause
island
yeah,
feel.
definitely.
I used to go, and you know the Polk High story, but fuck it.
Go ahead.
Can I
Tell
do it?
it.
I used to go to school in Buffalo. So,
Okay.
you know, I was going to Carabana when you didn't have to use a passport. You just be sneaking in the back.
Oh,
and
see,
they be
you
like,
was lit.
yeah, they're like, where you from? From the U.S. All right.
All right,
They
all
look
right,
in
all
the
right.
car and they be like, all right, yeah, go through.
Right.
And now it's just hell to get through there now.
Nah, it's crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Now, I want to take it back. Now, when I heard this record and I heard the Brownstone sample, and I was like, man, he took it back. And I'm coming, and even from the last interview, I felt like when I do mixtapes, and I come from like the blend era when you blend the records in,
Of
you
course.
do the hip hop beat and
Yeah,
so when I heard it, I was like, man, this is a fresh breath of air for me to hear that.
Yeah.
Now, why did you pick that sample and say, you know what, I'm gonna go with the single right here?
When you're referring to
The record
Love.
that's
Love,
you know,
the new
yeah.
one right now. Well, personally, it actually was inspired by a record that I worked on with Play Picasso before it even was Love, and basically we had sampled something else that was a part of that vibe. We had a little bit of clearance issues with it, and then it ended up being that we made this to kind of pass that void of like not being able to use such a great record.
Yeah.
Then I made this and it just felt right. So I was just like, this is what's got to go.
Smash.
Yo, you putting a lot of pressure on a lot of people out here right now, because I'm not gonna lie. You know, when you come out the gates with a really dope song, people will say, well, can you duplicate it? It's the easy thing to say. If you can make one, you can make another. But you not in between these two. You had like what, LA Confidential?
Yeah, we had LA Confidential, just something that we just randomly
threw out there.
We've also, I mean, and not that everybody knows this, but I do also like a series. It's called Fargo Fridays. That happens on Hot New Hip Hop in the summertime and stuff like that, like times like now, when it's just I drop music every Friday frequently.
Yeah.
And these are all records that are still hot records that could still go to radio. I just didn't push them to radio,
Jay, I want to say something real quick. He's being humble because I've looked at his Twitter and his Instagram when he'll ask his followers, should I drop this shit right now? And they go fucking wild. Wild. Why? I'm
it's
talking
a weird
about.
demand.
I'll give you my baby for this fucking song if you drop it right now.
I gotta ask Tory, how many records have you recorded? Because it seems like you have tons of
I have
work.
so much work, it's not even funny. Like I have so much work, it's not even funny. It's like one of them situations. Like it's like the dude who does a lot of my creative directing. It's a dude named Matt Adams. It's like every day he takes 1,800 photos, but he'll only use the amount of photos that he'll use.
Yeah.
It's like that with me. It's like every day I might make a whole bunch of records, but I only use the ones that I feel are the greatest,
Yeah.
The other ones, I just sell them to other people.
God damn. Did you hear? He said that he feels that's the greatest. Can we take it back? Let's take it back. That brought you on the map on this whirlwind. You know what I'm saying? Like we just seen.
Let's get him familiar,
like
Jay.
We just seen Tory like 6 months ago, man.
It kind of was in a weird way. Well,
Actually, it was like a year ago.
It was like a year ago.
Yeah, it was warm when he came in here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was warm. He's right. It just started getting warm. It was like now.
That was like September or something.
yeah. I say August, September, some shit like that. But I know it was warm.
It was definitely summer because
We was in
the record
t-shirts
had
and
just
shit.
Dropped. Yeah, the record had just dropped too.
Yeah.
Gray Rizzy had this crazy hat on. I was trying to get from him.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the family over there at the cool, man.
Yeah, Gray's kind of stingy on the clothes. I don't think you stingy no more with Tory. He might just take his stingy. Yo, you got that shit right now.
I had this shit on my back, G. Now, we were talking off air real quick, man. Of course, you've been successful with all the music that you got going on. You've been successful with just literally landing on your feet, man. Like, we'll be here in the studio. We'll be looking at the pictures, right?
Tory remind me like a cousin that's just come over and he's doing the flips. He get the mattress out. And
And he do like a million backflips. Like, yo, son, what the fuck? Yo, we see you scaling the side, and the crowd loves it. He'll be scaling like the side of a venue. You know what I'm saying? Going up and down the wall. Like, what?
I mean,
what's up, T? Like, what the fuck?
Entertainment, man. I want to bring something to performing, into performance arts that I don't feel like other people are gonna do. I want to do things that.
And they
people-
scared of. They
Yeah,
definitely scared of doing
like,
that shit.
I'm not scared of being in the crowd amongst people, and like some people have a real, like, especially artists, they have a real phobia of people. It's a weird thing. It's like you go to a crowd
I've noticed
to
this.
perform for people, but you're like, you don't want the
Don't
people
touch
to
me.
touch you, and you don't.
Yeah.
I like to be in the middle of it. Like I like to be in the lion's den. Like when they're going crazy and they're doing all this extra stuff in the middle, and the whole crowd can't even move because it keeps swaying left to right.
Right.
I'm in the top of that crowd surfing. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the intent. That's where I get the intensity from. You know.
It was one time I seen on Instagram. You was like all the way, and I was kind of scared. I'm like. I think one time it just fell and you hung on, and it was like the whole crowd was like, oh, and they just and you just came down. I'm like, whoo.
This is the one where people actually put their hands up and he was walking on their hands.
Yeah.
And then they pushed you back up.
Yeah, we be doing that.
That's love, guys.
Rock star shit right there.
That's more than a $40 ticket. I tell you that right now, nigga. That's love.
But I love. I feel like it's a
that's
gym.
true,
I feel like it's a gym that you do that because it keeps fans forever. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
something that they don't ever get to see, and then when they go back to see another performance, it's like this is nothing like what I saw. So when for somebody to see my show as the first show that they see, it's kind of like taints how they're gonna look at somebody else's show, because what you seen in my show is like me doing some wild off the wall shit
Right.
that I probably shouldn't be doing.
Yeah.
And like their show is probably them just on the stage. They have hits, but it's not the same feeling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not the same.
It's different when you got somebody like yourself and you got that artist that just likes to stand on that one spot
Yes.
and wave their hands left to right. Like, nah,
yeah.
God, I need something more.
Now we was talking about to Tory about all the material you dropped. You dropped like 4 mixtapes like in a matter of like 3 months. Now my favorite mixtape I put Gray on the chick tape.
Yeah.
Now I'm telling you, I'm apologize because I'm a late bloomer. Now I'm gonna tell you who put me on to the chick tape. Remy Ma.
Oh wow.
Now,
I seen her listening to it on Instagram
Yes.
one time.
and we
That's
were arguing.
crazy.
I was like, man, Tory's the truth in rapping. What are you talking about? She said, nigga, did you hear the chick tape? And I be telling Pat, like, what the fuck?
Give him that Remy voice.
Shout out to Remy.
You know, she's like, I be
Nah,
telling
shout
Pat,
out
I'm
Remy.
listening to this shit, and this shit, he's on another level. And when I listened, I said, wow, this joint right here, you can knock a chick down. I know you married and all that.
Don't get me in no trouble. I keep telling you, Jay,
I'm
stop
just
trying to fuck up my happy home, guy.
I'm telling you, man, because let me tell you something. I'm going to give you a C because I got a date. I'm going to give Tory like $10. He don't need 20, you know what I'm saying? But I was riding around and I was playing 3, and I was like, man, did you hear a chick take 2 or 1? She was like, nah, you know what I mean? And this was a bad chick, and right now she loves me for this. But I think I put on like a good 100 girls. I don't know what that percentage is,
that's
but
crazy.
How did you do that? Now, will you be the first artist to put out a rap album and just an R&B album? Singular, like because you dropped both mixtapes at the same time. You did the joint.
Do you
with
mean
drum.
like, will I do that eventually in life? I believe so. I mean, like, you know, I would love to have did something like that now. You know, it's just one of those things where it's like, I think, you know, it's just not the time yet. Of course, you know, people are just getting used to the music. But when my notoriety is big enough, I think, I would definitely do things like that. You know, I live for things like that. It's like, you know, when New Toronto and Mixtape 3 were both things that were done in the back of the tour bus that we're on right now, and it was on the last tour that we were on, and I was just doing it in the back of the tour bus, and it took me about a week and a half each.
God
to do
damn.
those tapes. You feel me? It was, and we were producing it too. Like, it's not like we were just getting beats.
That's what I'm saying.
He
like,
pushing out that work, man.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's like that comes natural for me. It's just like when I do get the platform to do things like that, you know,
You mentioned that everybody's getting used to the music right now, but I think it's safe to say right now and official that we're working on the album. And people have been asking us, because obviously you were one of the first artists that, you know, when you hit our platform, they really got familiar with you. When can they expect that? When can they look out? It's going to be the summer?
For sure.
Your title.
Yeah.
I told you.
I told you.
Now, I wanted to ask, so why are we getting this title? I told you. Because
I told you is deeper than everything. It's just like, you know, it's for the people who told me I couldn't do things, and I would always tell them I'm going to be something. It's for the times, you know, that I've said certain things and people just literally didn't think that it was going to happen, or told me 100 reasons why I shouldn't do it. And, you know, now that certain things have happened, even though I've always known they were going to happen, it's kind of like it's like what you want to say. You know? It's like, I told you that this was going to happen. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I think it's important that we remind people too. Like, you have been at a point where you probably couldn't get the R&B, or you couldn't get a singer at that time, but you pulled like a Ray Charles. Like, you went ahead and did it yourself. You did it yourself. Now, what we're seeing is that the music on the R&B side, like, people haven't even, for your core fans, they know it. But for the, you know, I want to say just a pedestrian fan, they don't even know that you spit like you spit yet.
And that's the crazy thing. That's what I was saying. Like, it's just one of those things where I think, you know, everyone's going to find out in their time. That's why I say people are still getting used to the music, because there's still people out here that really know me and don't know that I rap. And that's like, what?
Right.
How? I started rapping before I started singing. But, you know, whatever goes to radio affects how people look at you.
And you know how they always say there's a formula now to radio. This kid is like the formula altogether. You know what I'm saying? So we appreciate you on that, man. And that success that you got going on, keep it going.
Well,
just pick up the fucking phone sometimes.
You know, yes, man. I'm so proud, man, when I see somebody that was humble, you know what I mean? And when you got people bigging you up, and that was the whole thing. I don't want to get back to it, but I have to thank your label, because they was like, yo, this dude is the truth.
They were definitely behind you, 100%.
And when he came in, he was like, yo, man, I'm humbled to be here, man. Thanks, man, my record. And I'm like, wow. And then when I see him just turn into the superstar that you are now,
Thank you, man.
You know what I'm saying? Just keep that humbleness, man. But
and we got to shout out real quick. Shout out to Jay and Dino. Shout out to Niles G. Like, they've been constantly just waving the flag for the homie.
Yes, man. Now, what's this old soul, man, that you have? Like, you're from Toronto, but how do you know about all these '90s records, man?
I don't know, man. I it's just one of those situations where I listened, you know, like when people didn't, you know, when the kids my age were probably listening to like what was trendy, I still wanted to know. I was curious about like what was hot, you know. I still got everything late though. I wasn't listening to it in the time, so maybe that's part of the thing to do with it too. Because I wasn't. My dad's a preacher, so he kind of kept us from listening to certain music. So in the time that these songs were coming out, I didn't hear them in the time. Therefore, they weren't installed in my head like they were in everybody else. So when I come back to these songs, I look at them like they're great, incredible songs, but I look at them differently. Like I can part myself away from a song to sample it.
Yeah.
And know how to sample it to the point where it's not gonna make me sound corny or
Mm-hmm.
I can still make this sound like a totally different record and treat this like it's a sample of a song I've never heard before. And that's because I never I don't think I was ever, when I was growing up with the music, I never was involved with it when it was coming out, when everybody else was involved with it. I heard everything later on in life, like way later down the line when I wasn't supposed to hear the songs, like when I was supposed to already be like,
Yeah.
This song.
But now you're bringing it back. You're making this new to the kids now.
And that's the weird thing.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm
people probably listen to the Chick mixtape and like, yo, how do and
I'm doing it for the people who know the songs.
yeah.
Like, I'm not doing it for, that's the thing. Like, I'm not trying to like reinvent the songs for the kids. It's not that. It's just it's for the people who do know the song. They're like,
Yeah.
Yo, how did you, bro? You really came back and did this song?
That's
what's
crazy.
That's what it's for.
What's the process? Because you just said like you weren't in that time, so you didn't really see firsthand how do you pick the songs, and then all of a sudden it go right back to that part where it's like, yo, this shit's out of here again.
I just listen to the music,
and you hear it.
And it's just like a goldenness that I hear. I don't even know if that's a real word, but like,
fuck it, it's Tory Lanez, man. You at the point where you
That
can
was
make
a new
your own
word
shit
now.
up.
That's
Yeah.
on the blog. The
Don't worry about it.
Goldenness. Back when you said the goldenness, what you hear?
that's what it is. I just heard goldness in the record. I heard,
Well, you've been so busy. Have you had the time to just produce records? Because you did phenomenal.
Not really. I've been working on my album.
I know motherfuckers is bugging you too, like getting a text, like, yo, Tory, I need that record. You ain't sent it yet.
Yeah, it's been kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie, but honestly, it's just been the album, just turning it in and getting it finished.
Yeah, that's
Y'all got
nice.
some bad girls.
Yeah, that's nice. I mean, hey, look, we gotta stay motivated in here, man. I mean, it is entertainment, man. Look, everybody jumping up to see it. Go ahead, take a look. Yo, you got the new tour coming out. You know what I'm saying? The tour is out there.
Level Up tour
with our brother Ferg. ASAP Ferg is going to be on there. Tell us about this, man. Like, you guys have worked a little bit together, or it's the first time y'all both going out on an official tour.
I think Tory is like tired of the motherfucker.
I didn't sleep since the show last night.
Wow.
I did New Haven, and then I just stayed awake. So I've been up, and then I got 2 shows today. So I don't know when I'm gonna. That's why I keep yawning. I'm sorry.
Nah, it's all good, man. That's work, man.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. For me, it's like. For me, it's just like one of those. Damn, my bad. I just forgot like my whole train of thought. Like I had looked and I forgot my whole train of thought.
It's all good, man. This is real radio right here, man. Showing that energy. But for you said,
for this tour with Ferg.
Oh yeah, my fault. Yeah, for the tour with Ferg. I mean, we've sold out everything except for one place, and I think it was because it was Memorial Day or something was going on that day. So we've sold out every single venue. And honestly, it's just a blessing to go out there with somebody like him who has certain records that do go up, like, and do have like crazy records and can match up the energy with me.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's my first time I've ever collaboratively did something with anybody else when it comes to the live performance side. But I mean, I'm just happy, man.
I know that shit is on 200, not 100, 200, because Ferg is crazy too.
Like in New York today.
Yeah.
Oh,
sometimes you get the on and sometimes you get the off.
Mm-hmm.
It's no off, bro.
Yeah, I don't see that happening now.
I'm sorry,
too.
man, but it's no off, man. But one thing before you leave, because you're part of my crew, the Cavs. You know what I'm saying? You gotta look at your man, Gray, because he was on his Golden State shit hard.
Look, Tory.
Look at
Tory. Go ahead, tell him. Say it.
More light skinned.
I knew it was coming, man.
Us. You see, like we're like.
Yeah, I knew it was coming, man.
He's a part of the like. Let's believe in the light skinned niggas with the light eyes.
You put the light bulb on.
You know what I'm saying?
The light bulb, the porch light is on, man.
We was believing in LeBron.
Yeah,
we was like, yeah, let's do it.
Hey,
like,
man.
All day.
Let me say this to the listeners that we have out there in Cleveland. Congratulations. I just didn't think it was gonna happen. 3-1. Come on, man. When the last time you seen that?
That's why I have faith in my team, because the thing about it is like I just didn't like the way that everybody was just a traitor last year. Like the year before that, you loved LeBron. then the year after you treated it like
They
it
hate
was
you, then
one
they
of
love
those
you, then they
things
hate you
where it
again.
was like you never cared about him, and like now
Right.
you won again, and it's like now you feel bad because you got to come back around, and it's just like one of them things where it's like
They don't worry. They on that app. Go ahead purchasing
I was with the
those
Cavs this whole
soldiers.
time. That's all I'm saying.
I think I predicted it. I felt that I knew if that game he would have won. I said he's not gonna lose at home. And then that momentum's there. I said that's it.
Yep, that's true. And I paid up my due. I owed him $20. I gave him a Chris 20. We bet the one game.
I don't know if this is
and then
for
I bet
TV,
it right
but I
back.
ain't get my 20 yet. You know what I'm saying?
Right now we're in the future.
All right. Well, let's get. You know what I mean?
This guy, he wants his money right now. By the time
I this is for TV, right?
Yeah. Nah, he gave me the $20. But Tory, thanks for coming through. You know what I'm saying?
Thank y'all for having me, for real.
Now, when's the album coming out?
Late summer, early summer.
Summer is coming out.
Okay, all right.
One of
Fire. We
It's
just gonna rock
definitely
that
coming
love
this
right
summer.
now.
We looking for it in the summertime.
We gonna
Look
rock
forward
that
to
in
the
the
summer
man.
for
You know,
sure.
the Jeeps need that heat, man.
Love
We
is the
looking
new
forward in that
record.
summertime.
That's until the album comes out, just look forward to love. And we got of course Fargo Fridays coming out, new music coming out, and just new videos, new content. And I'm still putting that pressure in.
You got the merch?
Yeah, everything, even down to just the line itself, the designer line, and we have the whole Forever umbrella line coming, and this summer it's just gonna be a whole bunch of accessories, things that come with, like lighters. There's gonna be
how's the ladies?
trays,
How's the fucking ladies treating you before you leave? Because you're fucking. I see your IG and your Twitter, man. You're like me, man. You love the motherfucking lady. What is your sign?
I love the lady. I'm a Leo.
Oh shit.
You a Leo too?
Oh my god.
That's how I knew down the line.
What the fuck?
We was related in the bloodline. You know what I'm saying?
This guy's a
I
fucking
knew,
freak,
man.
Jesus Christ. Ladies, just
Never
respect
got it.
us, man. We got good hearts, man.
Yo,
Respect on
man. Oh my god.
Yeah.
If I go out with
Fucking
both of y'all, I
Leos.
might fuck around and have to leave my home, man. Jesus.
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
like, man, one Leo, two Leo. He's
Two
like,
Leos?
nah, man, I can't do
Yo,
it.
let me tell you something. I be checking on Tory, and I'm like, man, this guy's either a fucking super freak or he's a Leo.
Nah,
One or
I'm
the
a Leo,
other.
bro. It's just a Leo.
It's a Leo. It's just Leos in
Just
us,
a Leo.
man. Man, thanks for coming, man.
Y'all.
Man, one time say the Snapchat, the
Instagram, Twitter,
Everything is
website.
Tory Lanez, ToryLanez. That's the Twitter and the Instagram. For all the people that want to buy the clothes, go to foreverumbrella.com. And yeah, you can find my stuff at any of those three places.
Let's get it.
VIP.